Hello there, and welcome to Sleepy Science. Turtles are often seen as simple, slow animals, but what if that calm movement is actually the result of something far more complex? These creatures were alive before most species we know today even existed, and they haven't changed much since. They don't rush, they don't panic, and they don't waste energy. Some turtles can slow their heartbeat to almost nothing, survive months without food, and remember places they've never seen since birth. Tonight, we're not rushing through facts. We're quietly exploring how turtles mastered the art of surviving by staying calm. Turtles are one of the oldest animals still living on Earth today. When we look at turtles, we are not just seeing a common animal, but a survivor from a very ancient time. Scientists have found turtle fossils that are more than 200 million years old. That means turtles were already living on this planet long before humans appeared. Many animals from that time disappeared, but turtles stayed. Their body design worked so well that it did not need big changes. This is one reason turtles are still here today. They learned how to live slowly, use less energy, and avoid danger instead of fighting it. When you see a turtle resting quietly, it may look simple, but that calm behavior helped the species survive for millions of years. The interesting question is not why turtles are slow, but why being slow worked so well for such a long time. Turtles were alive at the same time as dinosaurs. While giant dinosaurs walked on land and ruled the planet, turtles were already swimming in oceans, lakes, and rivers, and walking on land. Fossils show that early turtles lived through the same natural events that caused dinosaurs to disappear. When the climate changed and food became scarce, turtles were able to survive because they did not need much energy. They could live on very little food and stay hidden for long periods. Dinosaurs were large and needed a lot of food, but turtles were small, protected, and patient. When the dinosaurs went extinct, turtles stayed. This makes turtles one of the few animals alive today that share history with dinosaurs. It raises a simple but powerful idea. Sometimes survival is not about being big or strong, but about being calm and adaptable. Turtles are reptiles, but they are very different from snakes, lizards, and crocodiles. One big difference is how turtles move and live. Most reptiles rely on speed, sharp teeth, or aggression to protect themselves. Turtles do not. Instead, turtles rely on protection and patience. Their bones are arranged differently, and their breathing system works in a special way because of their shell. Turtles also grow more slowly than many other reptiles, and they can live much longer lives. Some turtles live for more than 100 years. Unlike many reptiles, turtles are not built to chase prey quickly. They are built to last. This makes turtles unique among reptiles. They follow a lifestyle that focuses on safety and energy saving rather than fast action. That difference is a big reason turtles have survived for so long. The turtle's shell is not something the turtle wears like armor. It is a living part of its body. The shell is made of bone and is connected directly to the turtle's spine and ribs. This means a turtle cannot leave its shell, and the shell cannot be removed without harming the turtle. The shell grows as the turtle grows, just like other bones in the body. It also has nerves, so turtles can feel touch on their shell. The shell protects turtles from predators, harsh weather, and injuries. Because of the shell, turtles do not need to run fast or fight. They simply pull inside and wait. This built-in protection allowed turtles to live calmly and safely for millions of years. The shell is not just protection. It is the reason turtles can live the slow and peaceful life they are known for. A turtle's shell grows slowly as the turtle grows. When a turtle is young, its shell is softer and smaller, and over time it becomes harder and stronger. The shell is made of bone, just like the bones in our body, and it grows layer by layer. Each year, new growth appears around the edges of the shell plates. This slow growth matches the turtle's slow lifestyle. Turtles do not rush their growth because they do not need to. A slow-growing shell becomes very strong over time and can last for decades. This also means that damage to the shell takes a long time to heal. The shell shows the turtle's age and life history in small ways, just like rings in a tree. When you see an old turtle, you are seeing a shell that has been growing carefully for many years, shaped by time, patience, and survival. The turtle's shell is directly connected to its spine and ribs. Unlike other animals, a turtle's ribs do not move in and out freely. Instead, they are fused into the shell. This means the shell is part of the skeleton, not something separate. The top part of the shell is connected to the backbone, while the bottom part protects the belly. Because of this design, turtles breathe using special muscles instead of moving their ribs like humans do. This unique body structure makes turtles very different from other animals. It also explains why turtles move carefully and slowly. Their bodies are built for protection, not speed. This connection between shell and bones makes the turtle strong but also limits fast movement, which leads to a calm and steady way of living. Many people believe turtles can come out of their shells, but this is not true. A turtle cannot leave its shell at any time. The shell is a permanent part of its body, and leaving it would cause serious injury or death. The turtle's skin, nerves, and bones are all connected to the shell. When a turtle pulls its head and legs inside, it is not leaving the shell but hiding within it. This common misunderstanding comes from cartoons and stories, not real science. Understanding this fact helps us see how important the shell is to a turtle's life. The shell is not a house the turtle lives in. It is the turtle. Once you understand this, many turtle behaviors start to make more sense, especially how calm and careful they appear. Turtles move slowly on purpose, and this is not a weakness. Their slow movement helps them save energy and avoid attention from predators. Fast movement requires a lot of energy, and turtles are built to use as little energy as possible. Because they have strong shells, turtles do not need to run away quickly. Instead, they move at a steady pace and stop when needed. This slow movement also helps them stay balanced and safe in their environment. On land, it reduces the risk of falling or injury. In water, it allows turtles to glide smoothly without effort. Their slow pace is a choice shaped by survival, not a limitation. Once you realize turtles move slowly by design, their calm behavior starts to feel intentional and smart. Slow movement helps turtles survive in many quiet but important ways. When an animal moves slowly, it uses less energy and attracts less attention. Turtles do not make sudden movements that alert predators. Many predators hunt by watching fast motion, and a slow-moving turtle often goes unnoticed. Slow movement also allows turtles to carefully observe their surroundings. Instead of reacting quickly, turtles pause and assess danger. If a threat appears, they can stop moving and rely on their shell for protection. This reduces the need to escape quickly. Over millions of years, this strategy worked. Turtles that rushed were more likely to get hurt, while turtles that moved slowly survived longer. Their steady pace also reduces stress on their body and shell. This simple habit of moving slowly turned out to be a powerful survival tool, especially in environments where food and safety were never guaranteed. Turtles are extremely good at conserving energy. Their bodies are designed to use only what is needed and save the rest. Unlike animals that must eat often to stay active, turtles can slow down their body processes when food is limited. They rest more, move less, and avoid wasting energy. This ability is helpful during cold seasons, long swims, or dry periods. Turtles can stay still for hours without feeling the need to move. Their muscles and organs work efficiently at low energy levels. This means turtles do not panic when food is scarce. They simply adjust. This calm response to hunger is one reason turtles survive in harsh conditions. Energy conservation is not something turtles think about, but it is built into their bodies. This quiet skill allows them to live long lives with fewer risks. A turtle's metabolism works at a calm and steady pace. Metabolism is the process that controls how the body uses energy. In turtles, this process is much slower than in many other animals. Their heart beats fewer times per minute, and their breathing is slow and controlled. Because of this, turtles do not burn energy quickly. When the environment is cool or food is limited, turtles can slow their metabolism even more. This helps them survive difficult times. A slow metabolism also means less wear on the body over time. This is one reason turtles live so long. Their bodies are not constantly working at high speed. Everything happens gradually. This calm internal rhythm supports their slow movement, quiet behavior, and ability to rest for long periods without harm. Because of their slow metabolism, turtles can survive with very little food. They do not need to eat every day like many animals. When food is available, turtles eat slowly and store energy in their bodies. When food becomes scarce, they use that stored energy carefully. Some turtles can go weeks or even months without eating and still remain healthy. This ability is especially useful in winter or during long migrations. Turtles do not waste energy searching for food when it is not available. Instead, they wait. Their bodies adjust and continue working at a lower level. This makes turtles very patient animals. They do not struggle when conditions are hard. Instead, they stay calm and conserve what they have, which greatly increases their chances of survival. Turtles can go long periods without eating because their bodies are built to wait. When turtles eat, they do not rush the process. Their digestive system works slowly and carefully, pulling as much energy as possible from the food. Extra energy is stored as fat and used later when food is not available. During cold seasons or dry times, turtles naturally eat less and move less. This reduces the need for frequent meals. Some turtles also stop eating almost completely when they are resting or staying hidden. Their bodies know how to adjust without stress. Instead of feeling weak, turtles remain calm and steady. This ability allows turtles to survive in places where food is not always easy to find. It also means turtles are not forced to take risks searching for food, which quietly improves their chances of staying alive. Turtles also have a special way of storing oxygen in their bodies. Oxygen is not only carried in their lungs, but also stored in their blood and muscles. Some turtles can even absorb small amounts of oxygen through special areas of their body when needed. This stored oxygen acts like a reserve supply. When a turtle dives underwater, it uses this stored oxygen slowly. Because turtles move gently and do not struggle, they use less oxygen than fast-moving animals. This careful use allows them to stay underwater longer without needing to breathe. Their bodies are designed to stay calm, even when oxygen levels are low. This ability is especially useful when turtles are hiding, resting, or searching for food underwater. It helps them avoid danger without rushing back to the surface. Because turtles can store oxygen and use it slowly, they are able to stay underwater for long periods. Some turtles can remain underwater for several hours, depending on the species and conditions. When resting, turtles do not move much, which helps them save oxygen. They may sit quietly at the bottom of a pond or ocean, barely using energy. This ability allows turtles to hide from predators or rest safely without being seen. It also helps them survive cold seasons when they spend long times underwater. Staying underwater reduces exposure to danger on land. This quiet skill gives turtles an advantage without needing speed or strength. The more you learn about this ability, the more it becomes clear that turtles survive by staying calm, not by pushing their limits. Turtles are able to slow their heart rate to match their slow lifestyle. A turtle's heart does not beat as fast as the heart of many other animals. When a turtle is resting or underwater, its heart rate can slow down even more. This reduces the amount of oxygen the body needs. By slowing the heart, turtles save energy and stay calm in situations that would stress other animals. This slow heartbeat works together with their slow metabolism and movement. It allows turtles to remain still for long periods without harm. This gentle control of the heart is not a choice, but a natural response built into their bodies. It supports everything else turtles do, from diving to resting, and helps explain how they live such long and quiet lives. Turtles have a unique way of surviving cold environments without fighting the weather. When temperatures drop, turtles do not try to stay active like many animals do. Instead, they slow down even more. Cold weather naturally lowers their body temperature, and turtles allow this to happen. Their bodies are designed to work at lower temperatures without damage. As the cold increases, turtles move less, eat less, and prepare for long periods of rest. This quiet adjustment helps them avoid stress and conserve energy. Rather than escaping the cold, turtles adapt to it. This ability allows them to live in places with changing seasons. It also shows how turtles rely on patience instead of resistance. Their survival during cold times is not about warmth or shelter alone, but about knowing when to slow down and wait. During cold seasons, turtles enter a resting state called brumation. This is similar to sleep, but much deeper. In this state, turtles are not active, and their body processes slow down greatly. They stop eating and move very little. Their heart rate drops, and their energy use becomes extremely low. Brumation helps turtles survive months when food is unavailable and temperatures are too low for movement. Unlike mammals, turtles do not need to stay warm during this time. Their bodies are built to handle the cold safely. Brumation is not forced. It happens naturally as temperatures change. This process allows turtles to survive winter without harm. It may seem risky, but it has worked for turtles for millions of years, proving that slowing down can sometimes be the safest option. Many turtles spend winter resting at the bottom of ponds, lakes, or rivers. As the water cools, turtles slowly sink to the bottom where temperatures stay more stable. They bury themselves in mud or rest quietly among plants and rocks. At the bottom, turtles remain almost completely still. This stillness helps them save energy and avoid predators. Even though the water above may freeze, the bottom stays cold but safe. Turtles do not swim or search for food during this time. They simply rest. Their bodies are prepared for long periods without movement. This calm resting place becomes a natural shelter. By staying underwater and inactive, turtles protect themselves from harsh winter conditions without needing to travel or struggle. Some turtle species can breathe in a very special way during long underwater rests. While they cannot breathe underwater like fish, they can absorb small amounts of oxygen through special tissues. These tissues are located in areas where blood vessels are close to the surface. This allows oxygen from the water to slowly enter the body. It is not fast breathing, but it is enough to support basic body functions during rest. This ability is especially useful during winter when turtles stay underwater for long periods. Combined with their slow heart rate and low energy use, this gentle oxygen intake helps them survive. It is another example of how turtles rely on quiet and efficient systems rather than active movement to stay alive. Sea turtles live a very different life compared to land or freshwater turtles, yet their calm nature remains the same. They spend most of their time in the open ocean, gliding slowly through vast stretches of water. Their movement is steady and energy efficient, allowing them to cover long distances without tiring. Unlike fast predators, sea turtles rely on careful navigation and patience rather than speed. Even in strong ocean currents, they maintain a smooth and controlled pace, using their powerful flippers to steer rather than push aggressively. This calm lifestyle helps them survive in a world full of challenges, from predators to changing water conditions. By moving slowly, conserving energy, and staying focused, sea turtles can travel thousands of miles across the ocean. Their ocean life is a perfect example of how slow and deliberate movement, combined with strong natural instincts, ensures survival over long distances and many years. Sea turtles have an incredible ability to navigate the vast oceans and find their way across thousands of miles of open water. They do not have maps, GPS, or human tools, yet they consistently reach feeding areas, migration routes, and nesting beaches. Scientists have observed that sea turtles use a combination of natural cues to navigate. They pay attention to the sun, stars, and water currents. Even small changes in the environment help turtles adjust their direction. Their calm and steady swimming allows them to use these cues effectively without panic or rushing. By traveling slowly and continuously observing their surroundings, sea turtles can stay on course across large oceans. This ability is essential for survival because finding the right areas to feed or lay eggs is not always easy. Sea turtles show that patience and careful attention can replace speed and strength in nature. One of the most fascinating ways sea turtles navigate is by sensing Earth's magnetic field. The planet generates a magnetic field that varies in strength and angle at different locations. Sea turtles can detect these variations and use them like a natural map. This ability allows them to figure out where they are even far from land. By sensing magnetic cues, turtles can travel thousands of miles and still return to the same regions they visited years before. This navigation system is built into their brains, allowing them to remain calm and steady while moving. They do not need to rush or guess because their body and instincts guide them naturally. Understanding this magnetic sense helps us realize how advanced turtles are in their quiet and deliberate way of life, using the earth itself as a tool to survive and reproduce. Turtles, especially sea turtles, remember the beaches where they were born. When female turtles are ready to lay eggs, they return to the same beaches, sometimes after decades at sea. This remarkable memory does not rely on learning or human-like thinking, but on instincts and natural cues. Turtles sense the location through environmental signals, including the magnetic field, the shape of the coastline, and even chemical traces in the water. This memory ensures they find safe places to lay eggs, repeating the cycle of life carefully and accurately. It is amazing that after traveling thousands of miles, turtles can navigate back to the exact beach of their birth. Their calm and steady lifestyle, combined with these natural instincts, allows them to survive and continue their species. This connection to birthplaces is a quiet but powerful part of a turtle's life. When baby turtles hatch, they instinctively move toward the ocean without being taught. The moment they break out of their eggs, they follow natural cues, including the slope of the beach and the light reflecting off the water. Even under the cover of darkness, this instinct drives them forward. Their tiny bodies and flippers are perfectly shaped to dig through sand and swim once they reach the shoreline. They do not stop to rest unless necessary, as reaching the water quickly increases their chances of survival. This instinctive journey is remarkable because it happens without guidance from their parents. Despite their small size and vulnerability, baby turtles have an internal system that leads them to the sea. It is one of nature's quiet yet powerful designs, showing that even the smallest turtles are equipped with life-saving instincts that help them start their long and challenging journey. Many turtles do not survive the journey to adulthood. From the moment they hatch, baby turtles face numerous dangers. Birds, crabs, fish, and other predators watch for easy meals, making the trip to the ocean extremely risky. Even after reaching the water, they face threats from larger fish and environmental challenges like strong currents. Less than 1 in 100 hatchlings typically reach adulthood. Despite these dangers, the turtle population continues because of the way they reproduce. Female turtles lay dozens or even hundreds of eggs at once, increasing the chances that a few will survive. This high-risk strategy is part of their natural survival system. While most hatchlings are lost, the species continues because turtles are adapted to survive over decades once they reach a safe size. This early struggle teaches us that survival is not guaranteed, but is balanced over time and numbers. Long-lived turtles have a unique way of compensating for the high loss of young turtles. Once they survive the early dangerous years, their slow and steady lifestyle helps them live for many decades. Adult turtles have few natural predators because their strong shells protect them. Their energy-efficient habits, calm behavior, and ability to go long periods without food allow them to survive conditions that would challenge most other animals. This long lifespan ensures that even if many hatchlings are lost, enough turtles live to reproduce and maintain the population. Their patience and steady pace in life work together with their biology to balance early risks. In this way, turtles survive as a species, not because every individual survives, but because their bodies and behavior are designed for long-term endurance. Turtle lifespans are remarkable compared to humans and most other animals. While humans typically live up to 70 or 80 years, many turtles can live for more than 100 years, and some species even reach 150 years or more. This longevity is a result of their slow metabolism, calm lifestyle, and natural defenses like shells. Turtles age gradually, showing very few signs of decline until very late in life. Their steady pace reduces wear and tear on their bodies, unlike animals that live fast and age quickly. Some humans can only imagine what it would be like to live a century or more, but for turtles, it is natural. Their long lives allow them to experience many cycles of seasons, migrations, and reproduction, which makes their survival strategy even more effective. In a sense, turtles teach a quiet lesson about patience and endurance over time. Turtles age more slowly than most animals because of the way their bodies are designed to use energy carefully and reduce stress. Unlike fast-moving animals, turtles do not burn energy quickly or take risks that could harm them. Their slow metabolism, strong shells, and steady pace protect them from damage and disease over time. This careful balance of energy and protection means that their bodies experience less wear and tear. For example, their organs, muscles, and bones do not age as quickly as those in animals that are constantly active. Turtles also have strong immune systems and natural repair mechanisms that help maintain their health. Because of these factors, turtles grow older very gradually, sometimes taking decades to reach full maturity. Their slow aging process is a natural survival advantage, allowing them to reproduce many times over their long lives and endure environments that would challenge other animals. Turtles also show very few visible signs of aging as they grow older. Unlike many animals whose appearance changes with age, turtles largely look the same throughout their lives. Their shells may grow larger and harder, but the basic shape and function remain consistent. Their skin changes only slightly, and their movements remain steady, not weaker or more clumsy in most cases. This gives the impression that turtles remain young for a very long time. Even elderly turtles can swim, forage, and move around as effectively as younger ones. Scientists call this negligible senescence, which means aging occurs very slowly at the cellular and body level. For observers, it is remarkable to see an older turtle that still functions almost like it did decades earlier. This calm, unchanged appearance reflects their overall strategy of slow, steady survival rather than speed or aggressive growth. At the cellular level, turtles age slowly because their body cells repair themselves efficiently and resist damage over time. Cells in most animals divide, function, and wear out quickly, which leads to aging. In turtles, cell division happens more carefully, and repair mechanisms reduce errors and damage. Their DNA is less likely to break, and their tissues maintain strength longer than in many other animals. This slower cellular aging contributes to their long lifespan and strong health. It also helps turtles recover from minor injuries more effectively. Even small changes at the cellular level make a big difference when accumulated over decades. This internal balance allows turtles to live long lives without showing typical signs of aging seen in other species. In simple terms, turtles' cells age slowly, which helps the entire body stay healthy and functional for many years. Turtles remain calm even under stress, and this is one of their strongest survival tools. When a predator approaches or the environment becomes challenging, turtles do not panic. Instead, they slow their movements, rely on their shells for protection, and carefully assess the situation. Their heart rate can decrease, and their breathing becomes controlled, helping them avoid wasting energy. This calm response reduces the chance of mistakes or injuries that could occur in a rushed reaction. Unlike fast-moving animals that may overreact and expose themselves to danger, turtles stay steady. This natural calmness is built into their bodies and instincts, allowing them to survive in harsh conditions for decades. By staying calm, turtles conserve energy, reduce stress, and increase their chances of living a long and safe life, quietly demonstrating the power of patience and careful action. Turtles rarely panic, and this is one of the key reasons they survive so well. Unlike many animals that react quickly and unpredictably when threatened, turtles stay calm and measured. Their nervous system is built to handle stress slowly and steadily, without sudden bursts of activity. When a predator approaches or the environment changes suddenly, turtles assess the situation before taking action. This helps prevent mistakes that could lead to injury or death. Even young turtles display this calm instinct, showing that it is a natural part of their behavior. By not panicking, turtles conserve energy and reduce the risk of drawing attention to themselves. Their quiet, steady approach is the opposite of frantic, and over millions of years, it has proven to be an effective survival strategy. In nature, this calmness is as valuable as speed or strength. Turtles do not rush decisions, even in situations that would stress other animals. Whether choosing where to rest, when to move, or how to react to a threat, turtles take their time. This slow decision-making process is part of their natural behavior and is supported by their careful energy management. Instead of acting on impulse, turtles pause, observe, and respond only when necessary. This gives them a better chance to survive, because hasty actions could lead to accidents or exposure to predators. By moving and reacting deliberately, turtles maintain safety and efficiency. Their ability to wait and make careful choices is built into their instincts. It is a quiet skill that ensures they use energy wisely and avoid unnecessary risks. This slow approach to decision-making is one reason turtles have thrived for millions of years. Turtles respond slowly to danger, and this is not weakness, it is strategy. When a threat appears, they do not leap, run, or make sudden movements. Instead, they carefully assess the situation before acting. Some turtles may move slightly away, while others remain completely still. This slow response reduces attention from predators and avoids unnecessary energy use. Fast reactions can sometimes make an animal more visible or exposed. By responding slowly, turtles remain safe while conserving strength for critical moments. Even when faced with unexpected challenges, they maintain control over their movements. This calm, measured response is a natural adaptation that has helped turtles survive across millions of years. It allows them to handle both immediate and long-term threats without wasting energy or risking harm. Pulling into the shell is a calm reflex, not an act of fear. When turtles sense danger, their first response is often to retract their head, legs, and tail into the shell. This action happens naturally and does not require panic or thought. The shell acts as a protective barrier, allowing turtles to stay safe without running or fighting. This reflex is built into their bodies over millions of years of evolution. By remaining inside the shell quietly, turtles reduce exposure to predators and give themselves time to assess the situation. It is a method of protection, not a sign of distress. Even when the threat passes, turtles may remain inside for a while, conserving energy and staying safe. This calm use of their shell is a perfect example of how turtles rely on built-in defenses and patience rather than speed or aggression. Turtles rely on their senses to navigate the world calmly and carefully. Unlike many fast-moving animals, turtles use their senses in a slow and deliberate way. Their vision, hearing, smell, and touch all work together to help them survive without rushing. Instead of reacting immediately to every small change in their environment, turtles observe and process information patiently. This careful use of their senses allows them to make better decisions about where to move, when to eat, and how to avoid danger. Their senses are adapted to both land and water, allowing them to respond effectively in different environments. By depending on steady observation rather than sudden reactions, turtles reduce risk and conserve energy. Their sensory systems are an essential part of their calm lifestyle, providing information that guides their slow but deliberate actions in daily life. Understanding how turtles sense the world gives insight into why they survive so well over millions of years. Turtles see the world differently from humans and many other animals. Their eyes are positioned on the sides of their heads, giving them a wide field of view. This allows them to notice predators or food even without moving their heads much. Turtles can see colors, especially in the blue and green range, which is helpful in aquatic environments. Their eyes are adapted to detect movement rather than fine detail, which helps them focus on potential threats or prey. Unlike humans, turtles are not built for reading or seeing small details from a distance. Instead, they see the world in a way that supports survival. Their vision is steady and reliable, allowing them to react appropriately without panic. By relying on this unique sight, turtles can navigate forests, rivers, and oceans calmly and effectively, making their slow lifestyle possible. Underwater, turtle vision changes to suit their environment. Water bends and filters light differently than air, and turtles' eyes are adapted for these conditions. They can see clearly in shallow and deep water, though colors may appear different. Turtles use their vision to locate food, avoid obstacles, and spot predators. They move slowly and carefully underwater, using sight to guide their flippers and navigate currents. Unlike fish with fast-reacting eyes, turtles observe steadily and make measured adjustments. Their calm movements underwater match their calm vision. Even in murky or dim water, turtles can detect changes in light and movement, helping them survive without unnecessary risk. This specialized underwater vision complements their overall strategy of careful energy use, slow movement, and constant awareness. It allows turtles to explore the ocean safely, quietly, and efficiently. Turtles can also recognize light and darkness, which guides much of their daily behavior. They respond to the rising and setting sun, using light to know when to be active or rest. Many turtles are most active during daylight, basking in the sun or foraging for food, and they slow down as darkness approaches. Their ability to detect light also helps baby turtles find the ocean, as they instinctively move toward brighter areas reflecting off the water. Even underwater, turtles can sense changes in light, which helps them know the time of day and adapt their behavior. This natural awareness allows turtles to align their actions with their environment without confusion or panic. Recognizing light and darkness is a subtle but powerful sense that supports their calm, slow, and energy-efficient lifestyle. Turtles also rely on hearing and sensing vibrations to understand their surroundings. Unlike humans, turtles do not respond to high-pitched sounds in the same way, but they are very sensitive to low-frequency noises and subtle vibrations. These senses help them detect movements of predators, prey, or other animals nearby without needing to see them directly. On land, turtles can feel vibrations through the ground, which tells them if something large is approaching. In water, vibrations travel differently, and turtles pick up these signals through their body and shell. This combination of hearing and vibration sensing allows turtles to gather information quietly and efficiently. They do not need to move quickly or react with panic, because they can anticipate what is happening around them. By sensing vibrations calmly, turtles remain alert while conserving energy, which supports their steady, slow, and patient lifestyle. Turtles are particularly good at sensing low-frequency sounds, which travel far in water and on land. These sounds are often too deep for humans to hear clearly, but turtles can detect them easily. Low-frequency vibrations can indicate approaching predators, nearby movement, or changes in the environment. This sense works alongside their vision and other senses to give a complete picture of their surroundings. By focusing on low-frequency cues, turtles do not need to startle or overreact. They can plan their movement and actions based on what they detect. This ability allows them to stay calm even in potentially dangerous situations. It also helps them locate prey or food without rushing or exposing themselves to harm. In this way, low-frequency hearing is a subtle but powerful survival tool that fits perfectly with the turtle's slow and energy-saving lifestyle. Turtles also feel water movement, which is an important part of how they navigate rivers, lakes, and oceans. Their skin, shell, and body are sensitive to pressure changes and currents in the water. They can detect when a wave approaches, when a current changes direction, or when another animal swims nearby. This sense allows turtles to adjust their movements calmly, avoiding obstacles and staying balanced. They do not need to see everything to respond correctly. By feeling water movement, turtles can move efficiently without wasting energy or putting themselves at risk. This sense is particularly useful during migrations or while resting underwater, as it helps turtles sense potential danger or changes in their environment without panic. Feeling water movement is another example of how turtles use their natural abilities to survive quietly and efficiently. These senses, hearing, low-frequency detection, and water movement, help turtles stay aware without stress. Instead of relying on rapid reflexes or sudden movement, turtles calmly observe their environment and respond only when necessary. This combination of sensory input allows them to anticipate changes, avoid predators, and locate food while conserving energy. Their bodies are designed to process information steadily rather than react impulsively, which reduces mistakes and injury. By relying on these natural abilities, turtles maintain a calm and controlled lifestyle. They can survive in a wide range of environments because they do not waste energy panicking or reacting too quickly. In essence, turtles' sensory systems allow them to live carefully and patiently, using awareness rather than speed to stay safe and thrive over long lifespans. Turtles have a variety of feeding habits, which depend on their species, habitat, and body type. Some turtles spend most of their time in water, while others live on land, and this affects what they eat. Even though their diets differ, all turtles eat slowly and deliberately, conserving energy with each bite. Feeding is not a rushed activity for turtles. They focus carefully on what is safe and nutritious. Observing a turtle eat can seem very calm and measured, yet it is a crucial part of their survival. By taking their time, turtles avoid unnecessary risks from predators while making sure they get enough food. Their feeding habits also connect to their slow metabolism and energy-saving lifestyle. Each species has adapted to the available food in its environment, and this careful adaptation allows turtles to live long, steady lives in water on land and along coastlines. Different turtles eat different foods depending on their species. Some turtles are herbivores, meaning they eat mostly plants, while others are omnivores, eating both plants and small animals. Carnivorous turtles eat mostly meat, such as fish, insects, or worms. Each diet is suited to the turtle's environment and body design. For example, turtles with strong jaws and sharp beaks can handle tougher food, while others specialize in soft plants or algae. Despite these differences, all turtles eat slowly and methodically. They carefully pick what to eat and avoid risky foods or dangerous situations while feeding. This variety in diet shows the adaptability of turtles over millions of years. By matching their eating habits to their environment, turtles maintain their calm, energy-efficient lifestyle while getting all the nutrients they need to survive and thrive. Herbivorous turtles spend their time calmly grazing on plants, leaves, algae, and grasses. They move slowly along the ground or in shallow water, nibbling steadily without hurry. This slow eating behavior allows them to consume food safely, reducing exposure to predators. They often take small bites repeatedly, using their strong, flat beaks to cut plants efficiently. Their calm grazing supports their low-energy lifestyle, ensuring that they do not burn more energy than they gain. Over time, herbivorous turtles can find enough food in their habitat without needing to travel far or act aggressively. Watching these turtles feed demonstrates the connection between patience, energy conservation, and survival. Their quiet, deliberate approach to eating is just as important as their slow movement or protective shell in helping them live long and safe lives. Omnivorous turtles have balanced diets that include both plants and small animals such as insects, fish, or worms. This mix of foods provides essential nutrients for their long-term health. Omnivorous turtles still eat slowly, carefully selecting what is edible and safe. They may graze on plants but stop to snap at small prey when the opportunity arises. This calm combination of foraging strategies allows turtles to get energy from multiple sources without overexerting themselves. Even when food is abundant, they do not rush, conserving energy for swimming, resting, or avoiding danger. Their slow and deliberate feeding habits, combined with a balanced diet, ensure steady growth, long life, and survival. By choosing both plants and animals carefully, omnivorous turtles demonstrate the same quiet efficiency that defines all turtles' behavior in nature. Turtles eat slowly and deliberately, and this is a key part of how they survive. Unlike many animals that rush through meals, turtles focus on each bite, chewing or tearing food carefully with their beaks. This slow pace helps them avoid choking and allows them to sense what is safe to eat. It also conserves energy, which fits perfectly with their calm lifestyle. Whether grazing on plants or catching small prey, turtles take their time, moving only when necessary. This careful approach reduces attention from predators because turtles remain quiet and controlled while feeding. Their deliberate eating also gives their digestive system time to process food efficiently, making the most out of every meal. Observing a turtle feed highlights the connection between patience, safety, and energy conservation. Every slow bite contributes to their long-term health, survival, and steady way of life. After eating, turtles rest because their bodies need time to digest food slowly and effectively. Digestion in turtles is not fast. Their metabolism works gradually, breaking down food over hours or even days, depending on the species and temperature. By resting, turtles conserve energy while their bodies absorb nutrients efficiently. Moving immediately after eating would use energy that could instead go to processing the meal. This slow energy release supports their calm lifestyle and long lifespan. Resting also reduces the chance of exposing themselves to predators while in a more vulnerable state. Turtles seem peaceful and still during this time, but their bodies are actively working internally. This quiet rest is an essential part of their survival, ensuring they get the maximum benefit from their meals. In this way, even downtime contributes to the turtle's slow, steady life. Turtles rest after eating because it helps their body function optimally and maintain energy. By remaining still, they allow their digestive system to process food carefully. This calm period reduces stress on the body and ensures nutrients are absorbed slowly, providing energy for hours or even days. Resting also lowers their exposure to predators since they are not moving or making noise. For turtles, this is not laziness but a smart survival strategy. Their slow metabolism matches their slow digestion, creating a rhythm that supports long life and steady health. During this time, turtles may float in water, sit quietly on land, or tuck into their shells. This resting behavior is repeated daily, forming a natural pattern that balances energy intake, safety, and movement. It demonstrates how turtles have evolved to live efficiently, calmly, and with minimal risk in their environment. Turtles follow daily routines that revolve around feeding, resting, moving, and staying safe. In the morning, some turtles may bask in the sun to warm their bodies before becoming active. They then forage or graze slowly, carefully selecting food. After meals, they rest to allow digestion and conserve energy. Throughout the day, turtles move at a steady pace, explore their environment, or stay hidden depending on the presence of predators. At night or in cold weather, turtles become less active or enter partial rest states, adjusting to environmental conditions. These routines are predictable but flexible, allowing turtles to respond calmly to changes while maintaining safety and energy balance. The combination of slow feeding, careful movement, and extended rest creates a steady rhythm of life. Observing turtles in this way highlights how their daily habits are carefully designed for survival, calmness, and long-term endurance. Turtles structure their day around warmth because their bodies rely on external heat to function efficiently. Unlike mammals, turtles are cold-blooded, meaning their body temperature depends on the environment. In cooler parts of the day, they move slowly or rest to conserve energy, while in warmer periods, their bodies become more active. They carefully choose when to move, eat, or explore based on temperature. This careful timing allows turtles to use energy efficiently and reduces unnecessary effort. For example, a turtle may remain hidden during a chilly morning and only start foraging once the sun warms the ground or water. By organizing their daily activities around warmth, turtles ensure that their muscles, metabolism, and digestion work at optimal levels. This strategic approach helps them survive in environments with fluctuating temperatures. It also highlights how their slow, deliberate lifestyle is closely connected to natural rhythms, using the environment to support calm and steady living. Basking behavior is one of the most important ways turtles use warmth to their advantage. Basking refers to sitting in the sun for extended periods, usually on rocks, sand, or shallow water. During basking, turtles remain mostly still, absorbing heat from sunlight to raise their body temperature. This behavior is not for relaxation alone. It is a vital survival strategy. Warmth from the sun energizes their muscles, improves digestion, and boosts the immune system. By basking, turtles become better prepared to move, feed, or escape threats. Observing turtles basking shows how they combine stillness and energy gathering efficiently. They remain calm and patient while absorbing warmth, demonstrating a natural rhythm of life that relies on both rest and external heat. Basking is an essential daily routine that allows turtles to function properly and maintain their long-term health. Turtles can sit still in the sun for hours, and this quiet behavior has multiple benefits. While they appear inactive, their bodies are working to absorb heat, regulate metabolism, and strengthen immune functions. Remaining motionless reduces energy use while maximizing the benefits of warmth. During this time, turtles can carefully watch their surroundings without exposing themselves to sudden danger. Staying still also prevents unnecessary water loss or stress on their muscles. By calmly basking for long periods, turtles prepare their bodies for activities such as foraging, swimming, or avoiding predators. This patient behavior is a natural adaptation that aligns with their overall slow-paced lifestyle. The hours spent sunning are a deliberate investment in survival, energy efficiency, and health, showing that even moments of apparent stillness are active and purposeful for turtles. Warmth helps turtles' bodies function in many critical ways. Their muscles work better at higher temperatures, allowing them to move steadily and safely. Digestion becomes more effective, ensuring that food is converted into energy gradually. Their immune system is also stronger when warmed by the sun, helping turtles fight off infections and heal from minor injuries. Warmth even aids in reproductive processes, giving turtles the energy needed for egg-laying or courtship. By carefully managing time in the sun, turtles optimize all these functions without wasting energy. This relationship with environmental heat shows how turtles' slow, deliberate lifestyle relies on natural conditions rather than speed or force. Every period of warmth absorbed supports steady activity, calm behavior, and long life. In essence, turtles use the sun not just for comfort but as a key tool to maintain health, energy, and survival in a quiet, controlled way. Turtles' muscles and movement are perfectly adapted to their slow and steady lifestyle. Unlike many animals that rely on bursts of speed or strength, turtles have muscles built for endurance and controlled motion. Their limbs and flippers work efficiently, allowing them to move without wasting energy. Even on land, their legs are positioned to support steady walking rather than running. In water, their muscles coordinate with their flippers to create smooth, deliberate strokes. Every movement is intentional, serving a purpose such as reaching food, navigating obstacles, or avoiding danger. This careful use of muscles minimizes fatigue and reduces the risk of injury. Over a lifetime, this energy-efficient approach contributes to their long lifespan. By moving with control and purpose, turtles maximize the effectiveness of every motion. Observing a turtle in motion, either on land or in water, reveals a quiet elegance, showing how their body design supports survival without the need for haste or panic. Turtles never waste motion because efficiency is crucial to their survival. Rapid, uncontrolled movements burn unnecessary energy and can attract predators, so turtles avoid them. Their limbs, necks, and tails are all coordinated to perform only the actions needed. Even small adjustments in posture or direction are made calmly and deliberately. This efficiency ensures that energy from food lasts longer, supporting activities such as foraging, swimming, or resting. It also reduces strain on muscles and joints, helping turtles maintain health over decades. By moving precisely, turtles conserve strength for important moments, such as escaping danger or traveling to nesting sites. Their bodies have evolved to favor slow, deliberate actions over speed or force. Each motion, no matter how small, serves a purpose and contributes to survival. This natural efficiency reflects how turtles combine patience, control, and energy management in every aspect of life. Swimming turtles move through water by gliding rather than rushing. Their flippers work like paddles, creating smooth, continuous strokes that propel them forward steadily. They do not thrash or make sudden movements, which would waste energy and disturb the water unnecessarily. By gliding, turtles can cover long distances calmly, conserving energy for essential activities like feeding, migration, or avoiding predators. Water resistance is reduced by their streamlined shells and coordinated strokes, allowing them to move efficiently without effort. Even in strong currents, turtles adjust their movements slowly and steadily, taking advantage of natural forces rather than fighting against them. Observing a turtle in water shows a graceful, almost meditative rhythm, demonstrating how movement is a carefully managed part of life. Every glide is purposeful and energy conscious, perfectly aligned with the turtle's overall strategy of survival through patience and calm efficiency. Energy-efficient movement is a defining feature of turtles' survival strategy. Their slow pace, smooth strokes, and deliberate steps all reduce energy use while maintaining effectiveness. Whether walking on land, swimming in water, or climbing over obstacles, turtles perform only the movements needed. Muscles, joints, and shells are used in harmony to prevent wasted effort. This efficiency also protects their bodies from fatigue and injury, helping turtles live long lives. By conserving energy, turtles can survive long periods without food, endure harsh environments, and maintain steady health. Even small daily movements contribute to survival because each action is calculated and purposeful. In essence, turtles are built to move with the least effort for the greatest outcome. Their energy-efficient movement demonstrates how patience, control, and careful planning are just as important in nature as strength or speed, ensuring survival over decades and across generations. Turtles have unique social behaviors that are quite different from many other animals. Most of the time, turtles live alone, focusing on their own survival, feeding, and resting routines. This solitary lifestyle allows them to move calmly through their environment without the stress of competition or constant interaction. Unlike animals that rely on social groups for protection or hunting, turtles are built to be independent. Their slow pace, careful energy management, and protective shells make them well suited for a quiet, solitary life. Observing a turtle alone shows a deliberate rhythm, where every movement and decision is made for personal survival rather than social dynamics. Even though they can recognize other turtles, they rarely interact unless necessary. Their natural solitude is not loneliness but a survival strategy that reduces stress and preserves energy, allowing turtles to maintain long, calm lives in both water and on land. Turtles are mostly solitary by nature, which means they spend the majority of their lives alone. They forage, rest, and move independently without relying on others for support or guidance. This independence reduces competition for food and space, which is especially important in environments with limited resources. By being solitary, turtles can focus entirely on their own needs, like finding food, basking, and avoiding predators, without distractions from social interactions. This behavior also lowers stress because there is no pressure to establish dominance or defend territory in the same way social animals might. Each turtle maintains its own path and routines, moving deliberately and calmly. Solitude supports their slow-paced lifestyle, helping them conserve energy and reduce risks. For turtles, living alone is a natural choice that aligns perfectly with their need for patience, careful observation, and energy efficiency. Solitude keeps turtles calm because they do not need to compete or react to the behaviors of others constantly. Without other animals around, turtles can focus on safe movement, careful feeding, and proper rest. Their senses are tuned to detect threats from the environment rather than from companions, allowing them to remain alert yet relaxed. This calmness reduces unnecessary energy use, lowers stress levels, and minimizes mistakes that could lead to injury. Even during activities like basking, feeding, or swimming, turtles benefit from being alone because they can act deliberately without interruption. Their solitary behavior is a natural way to maintain balance, patience, and long-term health. By staying mostly alone, turtles can live quietly, steadily, and safely, using their energy only for essential activities. Solitude is not isolation for turtles. It is a key strategy that helps them survive for decades in various environments. Rare turtle interactions do occur, but they are generally brief and purposeful. Most encounters happen during mating seasons when males and females come together, or when turtles share abundant food sources. These interactions are usually calm and measured rather than aggressive or chaotic. For example, turtles may circle each other, touch shells, or engage in brief displays, but these behaviors are limited in duration. Outside of these times, turtles quickly return to their solitary routines. Even during group feeding or basking, turtles maintain personal space and avoid unnecessary confrontation. These occasional social interactions are essential for reproduction and survival, but do not disturb their overall calm, independent lifestyle. By keeping most of their life solitary, turtles combine the benefits of social interaction when necessary with the advantages of a quiet, stress-free existence for the rest of the year. Turtle mating behavior is a natural and instinctive process that occurs quietly and deliberately. Unlike many animals that show complex courtship or loud displays, turtles rely on simple actions guided by instinct. Males may approach females and gently nudge or circle them, using tactile and visual cues to signal readiness. These behaviors are calm, measured, and purposeful, reflecting the turtle's slow-paced lifestyle. There is no rush or panic. Even during mating, every movement is controlled. The entire process is guided by natural cycles and environmental factors, such as temperature, season, and the presence of suitable partners. Mating ensures the continuation of the species, and turtles carry out these actions without emotion or dramatic display, relying entirely on internal instincts and biological signals. This quiet approach allows them to reproduce successfully without expending unnecessary energy. staying true to their calm and deliberate way of life. Turtles follow instinct rather than emotion when it comes to mating. Their actions are controlled by natural cues like season, temperature, and hormones. Unlike mammals or birds that may show affection, aggression, or excitement, turtles act automatically according to what their bodies require to reproduce. Males recognize females and approach carefully, while females respond based on readiness to mate and the environment. There is no anger, excitement, or panic influencing their behavior, only instinct. This reliance on natural signals ensures efficiency and safety. By following instincts rather than emotions, turtles maintain calm during potentially vulnerable activities like mating. Their slow, deliberate approach minimizes risk from predators and energy loss. This instinct-driven behavior is an essential part of survival, allowing turtles to continue their species without compromising their steady, measured lifestyle. Even reproduction aligns with the same careful principles that guide all their actions. After mating, turtles transition into nesting behavior, which is equally deliberate and purposeful. Nesting involves finding the right place to lay eggs, digging a safe hole, and carefully depositing eggs before covering them. This behavior is guided entirely by instinct and environmental cues rather than choice or emotion. Turtles follow natural patterns, including the temperature of the sand, the slope of the beach, and proximity to water. Nesting is a critical phase because it determines the survival of the next generation. Female turtles may travel long distances to reach suitable beaches, moving calmly and steadily while relying on their senses. Every step, from approach to digging to covering the eggs, is performed carefully to maximize safety for themselves and their offspring. This transition from mating to nesting is a quiet but vital part of a turtle's life cycle, showing how slow, deliberate, and energy-efficient behaviors support survival across generations. Female turtles choose nesting sites with remarkable instinct and precision. They select sandy or soft soil areas above the high tide line to protect eggs from flooding. The slope, texture, and warmth of the sand are considered instinctively, ensuring optimal temperature for egg development. Proximity to water is also important, so hatchlings can easily reach the ocean after emerging. Females may return to the same beach where they were born, guided by memory, magnetic cues, and environmental signals. This careful selection reduces the risk of predation, flooding, and temperature-related problems. Once a site is chosen, the female turtle digs a hole calmly and efficiently, laying her eggs with minimal movement and energy use. This deliberate process demonstrates how turtles combine instinct, environmental awareness, and patience to ensure the survival of their offspring. Every choice is deliberate, showing that turtles plan carefully even without conscious thought. The process of laying eggs is calm and careful, reflecting a turtle's deliberate way of life. Once a female turtle selects a suitable nesting site, she digs a deep, round hole in the sand using her strong hind legs. This digging is slow and methodical, ensuring the hole is secure and well-shaped. She then carefully deposits each egg one by one, arranging them in a pattern that maximizes space and protects them from shifting. After all eggs are laid, the turtle gently covers them with sand, patting it down to hide the nest from predators and protect it from environmental changes. The entire process can take several hours, but the turtle remains focused and deliberate, conserving energy while ensuring the eggs are safe. This careful laying process highlights the turtle's natural patience and instinctive understanding of survival. Even in the absence of any guidance, the female turtle performs every step with precision and purpose. Turtles leave their eggs unattended after laying them, and this behavior is a natural survival strategy. Once the nest is covered, the mother does not guard it or return regularly. This might seem risky, but it prevents the female from attracting predators to the eggs through repeated visits. Leaving the eggs allows the nest to develop naturally, with the sand providing insulation and protection from temperature changes and minor disturbances. Turtles rely on environmental conditions and instinct rather than active care to ensure their offspring survive. This behavior also conserves the mother's energy, which is essential for her survival, migration, and future reproduction. By leaving the eggs alone, turtles demonstrate a quiet but effective strategy. They prepare the next generation carefully and then trust natural processes to take over. This balance between effort and patience is a key part of the turtle's long-term survival plan. After leaving the eggs, turtles enter a phase of incubation that requires patience, both for the eggs and the species. During incubation, the eggs develop slowly in the sand, depending entirely on the surrounding environment for warmth and protection. The process can take several weeks to months, depending on the species and location. Turtles' eggs are resilient but sensitive to temperature, moisture, and the composition of the sand. During this period, the mother plays no active role. All progress happens naturally. This phase demonstrates the turtle's long-term survival strategy, which depends on timing, environmental conditions, and careful preparation rather than constant intervention. Hatchlings emerge only when conditions are right, showing how patience and natural processes are central to turtle life. This period teaches a quiet lesson about endurance and trust in natural rhythms, highlighting how slow and deliberate strategies contribute to the survival of the species. Temperature plays a critical role in determining the characteristics of turtle hatchlings. In many species, warmer sand produces more female hatchlings, while cooler sand produces more males. The temperature also affects the speed of development. Warmer nests tend to hatch faster, while cooler nests take longer. This natural temperature dependence is a remarkable adaptation, ensuring a balanced population based on environmental conditions. Hatchlings develop inside the eggs without parental care, relying entirely on the sand's warmth and protection. This delicate balance between temperature and development emphasizes the importance of the environment in turtle survival. By responding to these natural cues, turtles maintain their populations over generations. It also shows how turtles have evolved to rely on slow, steady processes rather than hurried or risky strategies. The careful incubation and temperature-sensitive development exemplify the patience, precision, and natural efficiency that define turtle life. Nature quietly decides the gender of turtles during incubation, without any interference from the mother. Unlike many animals, turtles do not have sex chromosomes that determine gender at birth. Instead, the temperature of the sand surrounding the eggs acts as the deciding factor. Warmer sand tends to produce female turtles, while cooler sand usually produces males. This natural mechanism allows the population to adjust to environmental conditions, maintaining balance over generations. The process is silent and invisible, happening deep underground while the mother has already left the nest. The eggs develop steadily, absorbing warmth and energy from their surroundings. This quiet determination of gender demonstrates how turtles rely on natural processes rather than active care or intervention. Even without any conscious effort, the environment shapes the next generation, showing the remarkable precision of nature. Turtles are perfectly adapted to this system, continuing the species calmly and efficiently through slow, patient strategies. Turtle eggs rest underground for long periods before hatching, sometimes for several weeks or months depending on the species and environmental conditions. During this time, the eggs remain mostly still, slowly developing while insulated by sand. The mother does not return, yet the eggs are protected naturally by their buried position. The long resting period ensures that the embryos grow at a controlled pace, minimizing energy use and reducing risk from predators or sudden weather changes. During this time, temperature, moisture, and natural chemical processes guide their development. Patience is key. Nothing is rushed, and every stage happens gradually, ensuring proper growth and survival. This extended incubation reflects the turtle's overall life strategy of slow, deliberate progression. By resting underground for so long, the eggs develop fully and emerge ready to face the world, perfectly prepared for the next stage of life. Hatching is a critical and delicate transition for turtles, marking the start of life outside the egg. This process begins slowly, with hatchlings inside using small, specialized movements to break through the eggshell. They do not rush or panic. Instead, each effort is measured, conserving energy while gradually enlarging an exit path. The hatchlings rely on instinct, strength, and patience to emerge safely. The surrounding sand provides support and protection, ensuring that the young turtles do not face threats immediately. This careful emergence prepares them for the challenges ahead, as they must eventually reach water or safer environments. Hatching shows the combination of natural timing, physical capability, and calm persistence that turtles rely on throughout life. Every movement during hatching is purposeful, demonstrating that even the first moments of life follow the turtle's strategy of slow, energy-conscious action. Hatchlings break out of their eggs slowly, using their small claws and heads to chip away at the shell. The process can take hours or even days, depending on the species and sand conditions. By moving gradually, hatchlings conserve energy for the long journey ahead and avoid exhausting themselves immediately after birth. The sand cushions their efforts, providing both resistance and support as they push outward. This measured emergence ensures that each hatchling is strong and coordinated enough to survive once free. Even though danger is near, they do not panic. Instinct guides them calmly. The slow process also allows multiple hatchlings in a nest to emerge without harming each other. This careful, patient hatching reflects the broader pattern of turtle life, where energy is preserved, movements are deliberate, and survival depends on controlled, steady progress rather than speed or force. Every tiny movement matters in these first crucial moments. Hatchlings often wait before emerging from their eggs, and this pause is a crucial survival strategy. Inside the nest, they remain still until conditions are right, such as the proper temperature, moisture, and time of day. Waiting allows multiple hatchlings to coordinate their emergence, reducing individual risk and increasing the chances that some will reach the water safely. The pause also gives each baby turtle a final opportunity to build energy reserves and strengthen their tiny muscles. This calm waiting might seem like hesitation, but it is actually instinct-driven planning. By delaying emergence, hatchlings can synchronize with others, making their first movements more organized and less dangerous. The period of stillness demonstrates that patience is essential even from the very beginning of life. Through this quiet strategy, turtles increase survival rates while conserving energy for the critical journey that lies ahead. When hatchlings finally start to move, there is a sense of calm chaos. Sand shifts and small bodies wriggle together, yet each hatchling moves carefully rather than recklessly. Their tiny limbs push, claws scrape, and heads nudge shells, all in slow, deliberate bursts. Even in this apparent frenzy, there is no panic. Movements are guided by instinct, and energy is conserved for the journey ahead. This calm chaos allows hatchlings to navigate out of the nest safely while coordinating with siblings. They emerge steadily rather than racing, showing that survival depends on patience, not speed. Observing this process highlights the turtle's lifelong strategy. Even in moments that seem hectic, careful, controlled actions dominate. Hatchlings demonstrate the balance of energy management, instinct, and purposeful movement that will continue to guide them throughout life. Turtles face many predators throughout their lives, from birds and crabs to large fish and mammals. Despite this constant threat, turtles rarely rely on fleeing quickly. Their primary strategy for survival is protection through their physical defenses and deliberate behavior. The shell is their main defense, providing a hard barrier that most predators cannot penetrate. Hatchlings may be small and vulnerable, but even they have instinctive tactics, like moving together or staying low to the ground. Adult turtles are generally safe due to their size and the strength of their shells. By emphasizing defense over speed, turtles avoid unnecessary energy expenditure and minimize risk of injury. This protective approach aligns with their overall slow-paced, energy-efficient lifestyle. In a world full of threats, turtles survive by staying calm, using their natural armor, and moving only when necessary, showing that patience and protection often outweigh the need for rapid escape. Turtles rely more on protection than speed because their bodies are built for defense rather than rapid movement. Their shells act as shields, allowing them to hide completely from danger when necessary. Even when they move, turtles do so deliberately, conserving energy rather than racing away. Speed is not their survival tool. Instead, strength, camouflage, and careful positioning keep them safe. For example, a turtle may retract fully into its shell, stay motionless, and let a predator lose interest. Young turtles use smaller forms of protection, like hiding under sand, leaves, or vegetation, to avoid being noticed. By depending on their defenses rather than quick escapes, turtles preserve energy and reduce the risk of mistakes or injuries. This strategy reflects their overall life philosophy. Calm observation, careful action, and reliance on natural tools ensure survival more effectively than rushing or reacting impulsively. Protection, not speed, is the key to a turtle's enduring success. Humans have interacted with turtles for centuries, often observing them closely in nature. People have watched turtles move, feed, and live quietly, noting their slow and deliberate ways. These observations have taught humans much about patience, endurance, and survival in the natural world. Unlike animals that move quickly or unpredictably, turtles offer a clear example of steady, careful living. Their calm behavior makes them easy to study, and their long lifespans allow humans to witness their habits over many years. From fishermen noting turtles in rivers to travelers seeing them on beaches, humans have long appreciated turtles' unique combination of slow movement, energy efficiency, and resilience. By watching turtles, humans have gained insights into how patience and careful planning contribute to survival. These observations also inspired cultural significance, as turtles often became symbols of wisdom, longevity, and steady progress in many societies. In this way, turtles quietly shaped human understanding of nature and life. Humans have observed turtles for centuries, recording their behaviors in stories, art, and scientific notes. Early naturalists studied turtles to understand their habitats, diets, and slow, energy-efficient lifestyles. Observations included how turtles move, bask, lay eggs, and survive in both water and on land. By paying attention over long periods, humans learned how turtles adapt to changing environments, conserve energy, and survive threats from predators. These detailed observations helped humans appreciate the turtle's calm and deliberate nature. People noticed that turtles act purposefully rather than rushing, a trait that has inspired lessons about patience and resilience. Even today, scientists and nature enthusiasts study turtles to understand life cycles, navigation, and environmental adaptations. Humans' centuries-long observation highlights how turtles serve as models of steady survival, teaching lessons that extend beyond the natural world and into human culture, behavior, and philosophy. Turtles have appeared in ancient cultures around the world, often carrying symbolic meaning. In many societies, turtles represented longevity, wisdom, and stability because of their slow, measured lifestyle and long lifespans. In Native American traditions, the turtle is sometimes seen as carrying the world on its back, symbolizing the connection between life, nature, and patience. In Asian cultures, turtles are associated with longevity and resilience, appearing in art and mythology as creatures that endure challenges calmly. Even in African and Polynesian stories, turtles are admired for their cleverness, persistence, and ability to survive harsh conditions. Across these cultures, humans recognized qualities in turtles that mirrored values important in human life: steady effort, careful planning, and the ability to withstand difficulties without panic. Ancient cultures valued turtles not only for their usefulness as food or companions, but also as lessons in patience and survival. Turtles symbolize patience worldwide because their entire lifestyle embodies slow, deliberate, and careful behavior. Their steady movement, long lifespans, and energy-efficient actions serve as natural examples of persistence over speed. Humans have long admired how turtles manage to survive in harsh environments without rushing, panicking, or wasting effort. This symbolic meaning appears in proverbs, myths, and art, where turtles represent wisdom, endurance, and thoughtful progress. Across cultures, the turtle's shell and calm demeanor reinforce the idea of protection and measured action, encouraging people to approach life with care rather than haste. The fact that turtles have existed for millions of years, surviving alongside drastic changes in the world, strengthens their association with patience and resilience. By observing turtles' quiet but effective ways, humans have learned that steady, deliberate strategies often lead to success, making the turtle a universal emblem of patience, persistence, and enduring life lessons. Modern turtle conservation has become increasingly important as humans recognize the threats these slow, steady creatures face in today's world. Unlike many animals, turtles are highly sensitive to environmental changes, including habitat loss, pollution, and climate fluctuations. Conservation efforts often focus on protecting nesting beaches, freshwater habitats, and marine environments. These initiatives are carefully planned and implemented over years, reflecting the same patience and long-term thinking that turtles themselves embody. Programs may include monitoring nesting sites, regulating fishing practices, reducing pollution, and educating communities. Conservationists also track turtle populations to ensure species are recovering and adapting to changing conditions. Unlike fast-moving animals, turtles require strategies that account for their slow growth, late maturity, and long lifespans. By focusing on gradual, sustained efforts, humans can help turtles survive and thrive. Observing and protecting turtles today requires the same deliberate care and patience that turtles show in every aspect of their own lives. Turtles are very sensitive to environmental change, and even small shifts in their surroundings can have major effects. Changes in water quality, temperature, or the availability of food can alter growth, reproduction, and survival rates. For example, Rising temperatures may affect the gender balance of hatchlings, while pollution can harm both eggs and adults. Because turtles move slowly and rely on natural cues, they cannot quickly escape deteriorating conditions. Their calm, deliberate nature means they are less reactive to sudden threats, making them vulnerable to habitat destruction, chemicals, and climate change. Even small changes in beaches, rivers, or oceans can create long-term problems. Understanding this sensitivity is crucial for conservation efforts, as it highlights the importance of maintaining stable environments over time. Protecting turtles requires careful observation, patience, and planning, reflecting the species' own slow, steady approach to life. Turtles react slowly to pollution, reflecting their overall deliberate lifestyle. Unlike animals that move quickly and can escape harmful areas, turtles often continue to feed, rest, or nest in contaminated environments without immediate signs of distress. Chemicals in water, plastic debris, and oil spills can accumulate in their bodies over time, affecting digestion, reproduction, and health. Hatchlings may be particularly vulnerable because they rely on sand and water that can easily become polluted. This slow reaction to danger is not a flaw but a natural consequence of their energy-conserving, cautious behavior. While humans might notice the effects quickly, turtles experience changes gradually, which means they often face threats silently and without obvious struggle. Understanding this slow response is key for conservationists, who must anticipate long-term impacts rather than expecting immediate changes. Turtles survive by patience, but this same patience makes human intervention critical in protecting them from modern environmental hazards. Protecting turtles requires long-term thinking because their life cycle and responses are slow. Adult turtles may take years to reach sexual maturity, and eggs need months of careful incubation. Environmental changes or human interference can affect multiple generations before any recovery is noticeable. Conservation strategies, therefore, cannot be short-term fixes. They involve protecting habitats, reducing pollution, regulating fishing, and monitoring nesting sites over decades. Just like turtles rely on patience, humans must plan and act with foresight, ensuring conditions remain safe for eggs, hatchlings, and adults alike. Slow-growing populations, late reproduction, and vulnerability to subtle threats mean that immediate results are rare. Success is measured over years, even decades. This long-term perspective mirrors the turtle's own steady approach to life. Survival depends on careful, deliberate action, patience, and resilience. By thinking ahead, humans can help ensure that turtles continue their slow, remarkable journey across the planet. Turtles unintentionally teach a profound lesson about life through their slow and deliberate existence. By simply living, they show that patience, careful planning, and steady progress are often more effective than rushing or reacting impulsively. Their entire lifestyle, from moving slowly to resting for hours in the sun, from conserving energy to surviving environmental challenges, demonstrates a natural strategy of measured action. Humans can learn from this unintentional teaching by observing how turtles approach life calmly, managing energy, and making purposeful decisions. Watching turtles reminds us that survival does not always require speed or constant activity. Instead, steady, thoughtful progress can be the key to long-term success. This lesson is subtle yet powerful because it comes from observing an ancient, quiet species that has survived millions of years. Through the turtle's calm example, humans can reflect on the benefits of patience, awareness, and the importance of living deliberately rather than hurriedly. Turtles thrive by not rushing, and this slow-paced lifestyle is central to their survival. Every action from walking to swimming is controlled, conserving energy and reducing risk. Moving slowly allows turtles to observe their surroundings carefully, avoid predators, and make efficient use of food and resources. Unlike animals that rely on bursts of speed, turtles survive by timing their movements, basking when needed, and using their shell for protection rather than escape. This deliberate behavior minimizes mistakes and allows for long-term endurance, which is essential for their decades-long lifespan. Even in challenging environments, turtles' slow approach ensures steady survival and reproductive success. By relying on measured actions instead of quick reactions, turtles maintain energy, reduce stress, and adapt to gradual environmental changes. Observing this methodical approach highlights the advantage of patience, showing that thriving does not always mean moving fast. It often means moving wisely and calmly. The calmness of turtles can be gently connected to human rest and well-being. Observing or even thinking about the slow, steady movements of turtles encourages a sense of relaxation and mindfulness in humans. Their quiet lifestyle, energy conservation, and deliberate actions remind us that rest is not wasteful but essential. Just as turtles bask in the sun, pause before movement, and conserve energy, humans benefit from slowing down, breathing deeply, and allowing the mind and body to recuperate. The turtle's calm example models patience, helping us see that slowing down can reduce stress, improve focus, and increase efficiency. By connecting their slow pace to human rest, we can appreciate the importance of deliberate pauses in our own busy lives. This connection is not just metaphorical. It highlights how natural patterns of slow living can influence human behavior, promoting health, clarity, and emotional stability in ways we might not immediately notice. Observing slow animals like turtles can affect the human brain in subtle but measurable ways. Watching their steady, deliberate movements encourages a state of calm attention, lowering stress hormones and helping the mind focus. Studies suggest that viewing slow, controlled behaviors in animals can trigger a reflective, meditative response, making humans more aware of their own pacing and energy use. This effect can improve mood, increase patience, and even enhance problem-solving skills by encouraging thoughtful, deliberate consideration rather than impulsive reaction. The brain responds to the quiet, rhythmic behavior of turtles by slowing down neural activity related to stress and urgency. In essence, turtles act as natural guides for mindfulness, showing that slow, purposeful movement is not only effective in their survival, but also beneficial for human mental health. Their calm example teaches that pacing, observation, and steady action can help both species navigate life more efficiently and peacefully. Turtle videos are relaxing because they allow humans to observe slow, deliberate movements that naturally encourage calmness. Watching a turtle walk, swim, or bask in the sun provides a sense of patience and tranquility, which contrasts with the fast-paced stimuli humans often experience. The steady motion, gentle gliding through water, and deliberate actions mimic a rhythm that the human mind finds soothing. Even small details, like a turtle slowly digging a nest or adjusting its head to bask in the sunlight, draw attention to careful, purposeful motion. These visual cues signal a lack of danger or urgency, reducing stress and creating a sense of safety for the viewer. Turtle videos also highlight energy-efficient movements and calm problem-solving, which humans can subconsciously internalize. This slow, measured observation can help viewers relax, focus, and enter a quiet state of mind, making turtle videos not just entertaining but calming, almost meditative and perfect for unwinding at the end of a long day. Slow rhythms in turtle behavior encourage sleep because the brain responds to steady, predictable patterns. When humans watch turtles move deliberately or see them resting, it provides cues that the environment is calm and safe. This triggers a natural relaxation response in the nervous system, slowing heart rate, reducing tension, and preparing the body for rest. The gentle motion of turtles swimming or walking imitates a rhythmic flow that the brain finds comforting. Even subtle actions, like slowly retracting into a shell or basking quietly, reinforce the sense of safety and calm. This rhythmic, methodical pace encourages focus on the present moment, lowering mental chatter and promoting relaxation. Watching turtles perform daily routines in a slow, uninterrupted manner signals to humans that there is no immediate threat, which naturally facilitates drowsiness. By engaging with these slow patterns, viewers' minds can mirror the turtle's calm approach, making it easier to drift into sleep. At night, turtles exhibit calm, safe behaviors that reflect their slow lifestyle. Many freshwater turtles retreat to secure spots at the bottom of ponds, rivers, or marshes, where they rest quietly. Aquatic turtles often settle into the mud or vegetation, staying low and protected, while some species remain partially submerged, using their shells and body positioning for safety. Even on land, turtles find sheltered areas, such as under logs, rocks, or dense foliage, where they are hidden from predators and environmental hazards. Nighttime behavior is slow and deliberate, with minimal movement to conserve energy and reduce attention from potential threats. Despite being vulnerable while resting, turtles' natural instincts and protective adaptations keep them safe throughout the night. By choosing calm, secure locations and minimizing unnecessary action, turtles demonstrate a methodical approach to rest that balances energy conservation with safety. This quiet nighttime routine mirrors the overall patient, deliberate lifestyle that defines turtles. Turtles rest safely by relying on instinct, environmental awareness, and their natural defenses. They select locations that provide cover, protection from predators, and stable conditions. Aquatic turtles may rest at the bottom of rivers or ponds, often tucked into mud, sand, or vegetation, which offers both camouflage and support. Terrestrial turtles find secure spots under logs, rocks, or dense foliage where they are concealed. During rest, turtles remain alert to vibrations, light changes, or water movement, allowing them to respond quickly if danger arises, even while largely immobile. Their shells serve as a protective barrier, enabling them to remain still without fear of harm. Rest periods are long and calm, allowing turtles to conserve energy for feeding, movement, and reproduction. By combining location choice, environmental awareness, and physical protection, turtles maintain safety while resting. This careful strategy shows that even in sleep, turtles follow the same principles of patience, energy conservation, and deliberate action that guide all aspects of their lives. Turtles demonstrate a remarkable trust in their environment, which is essential to their survival. They rely on natural cues such as temperature, light, water flow, and the presence of predators to make decisions about where to move, rest, and nest. Unlike animals that react quickly to every change, turtles assess their surroundings slowly and deliberately. This trust allows them to conserve energy and avoid unnecessary risk. For example, a turtle resting at the bottom of a pond or nestled in sand does so confidently, knowing that its instincts, shell, and environmental awareness provide protection. Even hatchlings instinctively wait for the right conditions to emerge from the nest, trusting that the natural environment will guide them safely. By relying on these environmental signals instead of reacting impulsively, turtles can survive for decades, adapt to changing habitats, and maintain their calm rhythm. Their trust in the environment is a quiet but powerful lesson in patience, awareness, and resilience. Stillness is a vital part of turtle survival and is woven into every aspect of their life. Remaining motionless helps them avoid predators, conserve energy, and observe their surroundings carefully. A turtle basking in the sun or resting underwater is not inactive in a careless way. It is actively using stillness to maintain safety and efficiency. By limiting movement, turtles reduce their chances of attracting attention and ensure that energy is preserved for essential activities like feeding, nesting, or migration. Even small actions, like pausing before walking or slowly adjusting position, are deliberate choices that emphasize the importance of patience. This calm, measured approach allows turtles to thrive in unpredictable environments, where hasty reactions could lead to injury or wasted effort. Observing stillness in turtles reminds us that survival is often not about constant action, but about knowing when to move, when to rest, and when to simply be. As we approach the final lessons about turtles, the pacing of facts can slow, reflecting the very calmness that turtles model throughout their lives. Each movement, from walking to hatching to resting, is measured and deliberate, emphasizing the value of patience and observation. Similarly, understanding their behavior slowly, one fact at a time, allows the human mind to absorb the full picture of their survival strategy. This gradual approach mirrors the turtle's own way of life, where rushing or hasty decisions are replaced by careful planning and calm assessment. By slowing down, humans can appreciate how every aspect of a turtle's existence, from energy conservation to navigation to social behavior, is interconnected, forming a consistent, deliberate rhythm that ensures survival. Observing these patterns carefully enhances understanding, fosters relaxation, and highlights the remarkable efficiency of slow, mindful living. Turtles have survived for millions of years by staying calm, and this is the ultimate lesson they offer. Through patience, deliberate action, and energy-efficient behavior, turtles have endured climate changes, predators, and environmental challenges that would overwhelm faster, more reactive species. Their shells provide protection, their slow movement conserves energy, and their careful instincts guide every choice, from nesting to feeding to resting. By observing turtles, humans can see that calmness is not weakness. It is a strategy for long-term survival. Turtles thrive because they do not rush, panic, or waste energy unnecessarily. Instead, they move thoughtfully, rest deliberately, and trust their instincts and environment. Their enduring presence on Earth reminds us that steady, measured living, combined with patience and awareness, is often more effective than speed or force. In every step, every pause, and every careful decision, turtles embody the power of calm, showing that survival comes not from haste, but from living thoughtfully and steadily.